Hey, I'm hit you with a good freestyle today. My name's Ryan, this is Best Secrets Tutorials, and today we are going to learn the inward K snare. If you can master this sound, you can master just about anything. This is one of the most important snares. We're going to go over a ton of different snares throughout these tutorials, but this is by far the toughest one. What does it sound like by itself? Let's check it out. There's many different ways you could do this, but really, it's all from the same thing. It's all from the same pop in the back of your mouth. So they sound like this. And there's one without air as well. Let's start off by putting the tip of our tongue behind the bottom of our teeth, just like that. The tricky part is to put the back of your tongue, just the sides, against the roof of your mouth. So like that. Let's see if I can give you a couple different angles and you can see. And what you're going to do is you're going to suck your tongue up to the roof of your mouth and release it on both sides. Again, it's not the middle of your tongue that is going to be releasing from the top of your roof. It's the sides. Breathe in a lot, create some suction, and then release in the back of your tongue. You don't necessarily have to put your tongue behind your bottom teeth. You can lay your tongue flat against the roof if you would like. I think, in fact, this is the way I did it in the beginning. Let's try to give you a visual here. This is your tongue. This is the roof of your mouth. You have your tongue planted on the teeth, okay? And then the back of your tongue meets the roof of your mouth. And they're going to create a lot of pressure, and when you release it extremely fast, it's going to reverberate in the back of your mouth and make this like pop sound. And it helps to breathe in a lot of air, so you really have to practice this a lot because you have to find that sweet spot. It's much like whistling. You know, when you first start to whistle, it's just a bunch of air. And it's that shape of the mouth, it's the shape of the lips, and that sweet spot that you eventually find gives you that sound. In similar ways, the inward K is exactly the same thing. We're going to find that sweet spot. So many of you will sound like this in the beginning. It's very hollow and it's deep and it doesn't have that rich sound, but that's okay. Let's just find that spot where we can get some major pop in the back of our mouth. And once you find that sweet spot, you can start to position your tongue in different places. You can put your mouth in different shapes and it will give you different sound. Example. We know how to kick, we know how to do a hi-hat, so let's see if we can make it into a little beat. So, okay, one of the hardest things I learned was the double K snare, and there's really no trick to it. You can watch me, for those of you that know how to do a snare, you can watch me and see how I do it, but it essentially just takes a lot of practice, and it's a very, very quick release. It's a suck in and a release, all pretty much at the same time. So, okay, but why is the inward K so amazing? One, it sounds extremely good. It most resembles, I think, anything on the drum besides a kick, which is fairly easy to do. And also is extremely important for keeping your breath. It's tricky when you're starting out and you just can't keep your breath, and that's because you don't have any sounds that bring air in. So a lot of your sounds will be like, and then you can only do it for like 30 seconds. But with that K snare, you can bring the air back in and you can just continue to freestyle. That was an outward K. So I could just keep going and going. And pretty much what you saw at the beginning was me just freestyling, and I could do that pretty much however long I want because my breath is sustained through doing the beatboxing out and having the air come back in through the inward K. I really hope you guys learned some. I might do a part 2 on this because I know you guys are going to have a lot of questions, and hopefully I can just help you out and guide you to getting an inward K snare because I know how important it is. I know how much you guys want to do it, so we will continue to give you videos and whatever support you need to get this sound.